Hello everyone, welcome back to the Maverick channel, and on this channel we talk about real-world use cases of digital currencies or products, services and trends within the cryptocurrency space. And today's episode I'm going to talk about cross-chain bridges. Essentially, this is how different blockchains in the cryptocurrency space talk to each other. So if you're excited about these kinds of technologies, innovative technologies being built in this space, then make sure you stick around for this whole video because you're gonna love it. So the first thing I want to show you in today's video is essentially this, which is websites or platforms you can go onto and straight away see the biggest cryptocurrencies in terms of market capitalization. By the way, on this website, I'm using CoinGecko in this case, but CoinMarketCap will show you the same metrics. You see the current tokens listed. It's a rough estimate. Of course, we know there's so many other tokens out there that are not displayed here. And then you see exchanges, 603, centralized or decentralized. I guess they mix everything. Then you see the market capitalization. So every cryptocurrency, its circulating supply times its price, you get the market capitalization, and this is the metric used to currently see the overview the cryptocurrency space in terms of how much money is locked in there. You can see the volume traded, so how much volume is traded every 24 hours. In this case, it's at $106 million. As we can see from CoinGecko, dominance, Bitcoin is 39% of the whole market share, Ethereum 18.5%, and then you can see other aspects of the cryptocurrency space like recently added tokens, large movers, categories, NFTs, and so on. I talk about these things on my channel a lot, and the reason why I'm talking about this particular platform is that you can see these cryptocurrencies here. These are different blockchains. For example, Bitcoin is on its own separate blockchain, which is a proof of work blockchain. Ethereum is proof of work as well. Tether, proof of, I don't know what it is, but it's a stable coin. The Binance, the BNB token, which is on the Binance Smart Chain, goes into something we call proof of stake, and it's built using the consensus algorithm from the Cosmos ecosystem. Then other blockchains. So what I'm trying to allude to here is that these are different blockchains, and you can't just move to any wallet. You can't just spawn up any wallet that holds its cryptocurrencies. Then you send one crypto from one blockchain to another, or from one wallet to another. For example, you can't just send XRP to a wallet that supports Terra. You cannot just send Bitcoin to a wallet that supports Ethereum, or you cannot just do the vice versa of that. You need to create a mirror of the Bitcoin, or you need to create a mirror of the Ethereum. But then there's some bridges that are being created where you don't need to create a mirror, but rather you move a token from, say, the Ethereum ecosystem. So that will be an ERC20 standard token. So any token you create in the Ethereum ecosystem, you can move that to a bridge which is kind of centralized, but it's governed by a smart contract. It holds your tokens, then moves a similar value of that particular token to another blockchain. Now guys, I'm going to explain how this works. It's pretty cool, and it's very useful in the crypto space because it can be applied to a range of services, including NFTs, non-fungible tokens, art, any kinds of goods, real estate, financial services, all kinds of things that need to work in between different blockchains, because a company might select a different blockchain, or a government might be using or leveraging a different infrastructure, and moving this infrastructure to another blockchain could be extremely expensive, extremely hard to do. So you need these inter-blockchain bridges to allow these services to easily be accessed by anyone, regardless of the infrastructure they're using. So you can see how important these bridges are. There's nice articles that have been written. For example, I'm not going to read this thing. I'm kind of just giving you this tool that you can read to have access to understand where this person was coming from and why they wrote this particular article. But this was written by Oleg Giberson, and it sort of introduces you 5 best crypto bridges out there. Of course, there's a ton of crypto bridges. Now, the first thing I want to talk about here, in this article, he introduces a couple of bridges, which I'm going to talk about in this video, like AnySwap and so on. But on my own research, to introduce you some of these products, Uniswap is the first one that I'll talk about. Now, I'm going to talk about a range of these bridges and what they do, and this will help you put things into perspective of how important these bridges are and how sophisticated some of these bridges are. Now, for example, the Uniswap is the one I want to talk about first, because now when you click on Uniswap, you can transfer tokens within the Ethereum ecosystem. So within Ethereum, for example, if you log in with your MetaMask wallet, you can log in with your Ethereum address, and then you can transfer different tokens or swap different tokens. I can swap Ethereum to, say, for example, the 1-inch token. Now I'm working, all this is happening within the Ethereum blockchain. Now within Uniswap itself, I can swap to Polygon network. Now on my MetaMask wallet, you can import the Polygon network. There's a ton of videos out there. There's also many networks. If they're Ethereum virtual machine compatible, then you can transfer them. Now, when you convert to the Polygon network on your MetaMask wallet, you can then transfer tokens within the Polygon network. You can swap them for each other. Now you can see, for example, this is wrapped Ethereum. So it's not the Ethereum on the mainnet, but it's the Ethereum on the Polygon network. And then you can swap this Ethereum with other tokens that are built on the Ethereum network, but are residing on the Polygon network, because it allows that interoperability. So these tokens aren't exactly the same tokens that are on the other network, but because you move them to this other blockchain, you can then transfer one another between each other, right? Or amongst each other. And once you're done with that, if you want to use them on the Ethereum mainnet, you can then transfer them back to the Ethereum mainnet, and then those native tokens on the Ethereum mainnet, you can transfer them between each other. And that's as complicated as it's gonna get, guys, but it's that simple. And then for those that watched yesterday's video that I did, I talked about layer 2 technologies. For example, Optimism is one of those layer 2 technologies. If your MetaMask, you've imported the Optimism standard, or rather the technology, you can switch your network to Optimism, and you can see here Optimism token bridge deposit tokens to the Optimism network. So you can transfer your Ethereum mainnet tokens to the Optimism network so that you avoid all those gas fees, and then you can also tap into the services that are offered. So guys, the same other networks will offer you the same thing, these technologies, for example, and they expand the number of services. You can see, for example, Uniswap uses Ethereum, Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum. Those are the technologies they've implemented thus far. But then when you go, for example, to Kyberswap, which is another network, you can swap tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. You can swap tokens on the Binance Smart Chain, on Phantom, Arbitrum, or BitTorrent, Kronos, because all these blockchains, they can have these native tokens on them. So you can swap these native tokens in their ecosystem, and once you're done with them, you can then transfer them to the main blockchain from which they were created. So you can use these services to tap into other services that are afforded to you through this idea of interoperability. Another is SushiSwap. You can transfer tokens on the Polygon network. You can swap tokens on different networks. Basically the same thing I've talked about, by using a different exchange. Now guys, let's take this to a whole other level. There's an example of an exchange like Connext.network. Now this takes it to a whole other level. You realize that these ones, for example, on Uniswap, Kyberswap and SushiSwap, you can change the Ethereum, you can change the blockchain. You can change from Ethereum, then swap those tokens within Ethereum. You can change to Polygon, swap those tokens within Ethereum. When you check out a technology like the Connext so this is Connext.network. I'm going to put all these descriptions in the link of this video. So here, for example, you can choose the Binance Smart Chain. Then on the other side, you choose the Polygon. Now you're transferring between different blockchains. The other one, you're transferring different tokens within the same blockchain. Once you're done with that, you can then transfer them to another blockchain. Now, once you're done with that, you can then use an application like this one to transfer, say, for example, you had USD Tether on the Binance blockchain, and then you want to use USD Tether on the Polygon blockchain, you can just do that. So if you have USD Tether on your Binance blockchain, you can click USD Tether here, select the Polygon network or the blockchain, and so this is going to convert USD Tether into the USD Tether or the Polygon blockchain. You click switch, you can swap the network so that it's the Binance Smart Chain network that's going to be used, and then if you have the USD Tether, you can then just click maximum swap, and then you swap. They charge you a fee which is normally very small. Now here, you can see how sophisticated it gets, because you're now transferring tokens from one blockchain directly to another blockchain to leverage those services that they offer. Now, you're using decentralized applications. You can also use a centralized application or exchange like the Binance chain, where you can transfer different tokens onto the Binance exchange and then export them. When you're withdrawing those tokens, it gives you a selection of different blockchains you want to withdraw to. For example, you're withdrawing Ethereum and you say, I want to withdraw this Ethereum onto the Ethereum mainnet, or I'm withdrawing this Ethereum onto the Polygon mainnet, or another scaling solution like the Arbitrum scaling technology. So the centralized exchange can serve as an intermediary. Now, these Binance people, they have some of the decentralized exchanges that they recommend as well, like the Celer network, like AnySwap. Now, I'm going to explain some of these technologies and how they stretch far into how they implement these things. Now, when you look at the C bridge, which is the Celer network, it does the same thing or something similar to the Connext bridge. You can transfer, for example, tokens from the Arbitrum scaling solution of the Ethereum scaling solution straight to the Ethereum network, or you can swap into other tokens as well. For example, you can switch the network. You can say that I want to swap tokens from the Ethereum network to another network that they provide. For example, Ethereum to Avalanche, Ethereum to Aura, to Harmony, to Moonriver, to Conflux. So they support a wide array of technologies, or you can even do the reverse of that by just clicking this button here. I want to transfer Ethereum to Arbitrum or Arbitrum to Ethereum. So this allows you to transfer different tokens within that network. So for example, USD Tether in this case, or you can transfer these Frax, the USDC, some other stablecoins as well, D-Force USD stablecoin. You can transfer that to Ethereum network. So you're working within different blockchains, different mainnets. So that's pretty cool. Now, these other transfer exchanges as well, like the one that created the wrapped Ethereum, this one creates its own version of any token. So for example, if you have Ethereum and you swap it to this any exchange, your Ethereum will now be called, it won't be wrapped Ethereum with a W Ethereum, it will be any Ethereum. So we'll have that any tag on it. So this is also applied a lot in what we call synthetic assets, where you convert these mirrored assets. So you have like maybe any Ethereum or any USDT, and then you can use this mirror of these tokens in other decentralized exchanges that support those kinds of tokens. And when you're done with them, you can then easily swap them back to their own native blockchain. So guys, this is how different blockchains can talk to each other, and these technologies are being built by different teams and applying different concepts that they're learning along the way to allow these different networks to talk to each other. For example, there's another one called the Crosschainbridge. Of course, you can do the same cross-chain stuff that we've talked about, but then you can further also bridge your NFTs between different tokens. You can bridge, say, your NFTs on the Polychain network. So Meebits are one of the expensive NFTs you can find there, and you can bridge, maybe there's someone that's leveraging these Meebit NFTs on another blockchain, and they're serving or they're working in another play to earn game. So, and you have these Meebit NFTs, for example, on the Binance Smart Chain or on Ethereum, but you want to use them on Polygon. So you can easily use this bridge to transfer these NFTs so you can use them in another game that supports them, but that's built on another blockchain. So instead of that game incorporating or changing its blockchain, it can just maintain the same infrastructure it's using, because its users or other users can just bring those services and then use them in that ecosystem. So of course, some of these bridges expand into, for example, you can manage your liquidity by adding liquidity, but that stretches out into other aspects of DeFi like lending, borrowing, and liquid farming, and so on. Then there's another exchange which also does something similar, which is Bridge.umbria. It's going to pretty much do something similar, or something that we've already looked to. You can transfer straight away from a different blockchain to another blockchain for tokens that have been supported. For example, here they're showing us you can transfer Ethereum mainnet, which is proof of work, to Polygon network, which is proof of stake. So you can even transfer between different consensus algorithms, because these different blockchains are Ethereum virtual machine compatible. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about, actually this one does the same thing, is portalbridge.com. Now, the sophistication expands into the Cosmos bridge, and this is the last thing I want to talk about. Those that do not know the Cosmos network, this is a decentralized exchange here built on the Cosmos network called Osmosis. But the Cosmos network allows this thing called interchain communication, where you can directly transfer. So you can build different blockchains using their consensus algorithm. And these blockchains, for example, you can see this is a sophisticated decentralized exchange that leverages the Cosmos inter-blockchain communication protocol, and all these, the Atom, the Osmo token that you're seeing here is the native token of this exchange. But these other tokens you're seeing here are the tokens this exchange supports. So Ion, Cosmos Hub, so the Atom token, Terra Luna, and so on. So when you click this button deposit, you can directly transfer the exact same tokens, for example, on the Cosmos mainnet onto these Osmosis DEX. They don't swap, they don't change, it's nothing. Nothing changes. Basically, you're transferring the same exact tokens. For example, you have 10 Atom tokens, you can deposit them here, and then they're residing on a separate Atom blockchain that's supported within this Osmosis ecosystem. So the interoperability is pure, if I should say. So the Cosmos ecosystem is important because it has brought interoperability and changed it to a whole other level, where it allows the different infrastructure being built in the Cosmos ecosystem to directly talk to each other without any intermediary or without creating any wrapped tokens. And this can also be stretched further by creating bridges to other networks like Ethereum, Polygon, and so on, where their tokens can then use that centralized or smart contracts to allow the interoperability of their tokens directly with this ecosystem. And once they're into this ecosystem, they can then be spread out into all other technologies that are built within here. So guys, I hope this video was not confusing, but I hope it put things into perspective, and also it brought forth a rather important, very important concept that I think you should have known about if you didn't know about it. So guys, I urge you to click these links in the description and go explore the space and understand better, because you just don't know what you will find. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye bye, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.